Hi y'all, my name is Marco. Welcome to today's Retire Moments, where we discuss insights on the various financial implications of retirement from the perspective of a certified financial planner. Let's get started. Today, we're talking about how to own real estate in your retirement accounts. Now, most of us are at least somewhat familiar with real estate as an asset class through our own primary houses. But owning a house that you use and owning real estate for investment purposes are entirely different matters. For one, investment real estate is often owned for income, which is not typical of your primary residence. And second, investment real estate is more than single-family houses. Investment real estate covers a wide variety of property types, from multifamily apartments to industrial warehouses to even high-tech data centers. So let's look at 5 ways you can own real estate in your retirement account. First, own a general index or broadly diversified equity fund. Second, own a dedicated real estate fund. Third, invest in individual public real estate companies or REITs. Fourth, buy into private real estate syndications or partnerships. And finally, own real estate directly in the name of your retirement account. For starters, let's discuss the first 2 options together, owning a diversified fund or a specialized real estate equity fund. Now, whether we're talking about mutual funds or exchange-traded funds, you'll have plenty of options here. Even the most broadly diversified index fund will have at least some real estate exposure. When real estate was first explicitly carved out as a sector of the S&P 500 index back in 2016, it was estimated to be about 3% of the total index market cap, and this likely hasn't changed much since then. Of course, you can get more exposure by simply buying a dedicated real estate fund, which will focus 100% of its attention on various types of commercial real estate and related companies. Whether you go the diversified or the focused approach though, these types of funds are usually the easiest and most accessible ways to own real estate in your retirement account. The next way is through individual securities that derive the majority or entirety of their revenues from the real estate sector. In other words, you could buy the individual stocks of companies like home builders or even directly own commodities such as lumber that are used predominantly in the construction industry. You could also buy individual real estate investment trusts or REITs, which are usually composed of several commercial real estate properties and aim to pay out regular dividends from their rent collections. This is more risky than a fund because each of these companies will have outsized exposure to a single vertical of the real estate sector. For instance, medical facilities, billboards, or whatever. However research heavy these investments may be though, they're relatively easy to purchase in a retirement portfolio. Simply find the ticker symbol for the security you're interested in and you could buy into it within moments using an online account. Next is an investment type that's not as common due to its complexity. You can also own a piece of real estate through a private syndication or partnership. Now, this is a group of investors who combine resources to purchase and own an individual property, usually a larger one, such as an apartment complex or office building. The investors collectively receive cash flow and appreciation from the property, which can grow to be substantial. However, investors are also more exposed to losses and can't easily sell the investment. The risk is also higher because performance is tied to a single asset, and the investment can be locked up for a period of 3 to 5 years. In addition, syndications and partnerships may require an investor to be accredited to participate. According to the SEC, to qualify as an accredited investor, you must have either a net worth of at least $1 million excluding your primary residence, an annual income over $200,000 for individuals or $300,000 with a spouse or partner, or be a licensed investment professional or a person closely affiliated with the deal. As of May 2023, there's also a bill in Congress that, if passed, would allow clients of financial advisors with certain licenses to be considered accredited regardless of net worth or income. Because of all these factors, these investments are not allowed in a standard 401k account, but you can access them with a self-directed individual retirement account. Obviously, this kind of real estate investment has to be carefully considered as part of a comprehensive asset allocation review because the risks and rewards here could be significantly higher. Finally, let's look at direct ownership of a property in the name of your retirement account. Any real estate property you buy under this structure has to be strictly for investment purposes and can't be used personally. As with private syndications and partnerships, you can't do this type of investment in a standard 401k account. So you're going to need a specialized self-directed individual retirement account. Also, your account will almost certainly have to buy the property in cash, and the same account must pay for all ownership and maintenance expenses. No commingling of funds allowed. On the plus side, with this structure, you have specific control over the property and the potential for tax-deferred or even tax-free growth in the property's value without having to worry about 1031 exchanges. You get 100% of the financial benefits of ownership. Again, this type of real estate investment should be carefully considered as part of a comprehensive asset allocation review. In summary, if you're interested in real estate, you don't have a shortage of ways to use your retirement account to get involved. I've covered 5 ways to do so here in increasing order of complexity. But if any of these options have captured your interest, then I highly suggest you do more research on your own or with your trusted financial advisor to determine which may be appropriate for you.